Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today you're going to be taking a look at the complete collectible minifigure series 20 and set number 71027. These retailed for $4.99. They were the blind bag series celebrating the 10th anniversary of the LEGO collectible minifigures line. And I gotta say, for an anniversary series, I'm a bit underwhelmed. If this was a normal series, I would really love the choices here. There's some great standout characters, but still would have preferred something a little better than just the 10 years tile right here. But don't let that deter you. This will be still a mostly positive review because I have great things to say about almost all of these characters. But first, I've got a special guest with me, my sister. She's going to tell you which characters are her favorites and why.
Hi. So, first of all, I really like the girl
Diver,
because her turtle is very, very cute. Second, I really like the llama person because llamas are very adorable. I like it very much. And third of all, I very much like the track girl because I love how the metal is, and I think it's just a very cool character.
All right, thank you very much. And it was great to have you on here. Maybe you can come back to do a review at some time in the future. Give her a kudos down in the comments, guys, if you don't mind. This is her first time doing a video like that. But without further ado, I'm going to show you the checklist and then jump on into taking a look at each of these characters up close and personal. All right, the checklist for this series is the newer style that I don't like as much as the old one. It's too flimsy and too large in my opinion, but we got all 20 characters pictured here, nothing too special. On the back, we have the 10 years anniversary guide, just kind of chilling. We have instructions on how to build the characters, which are so complicated because you could never figure out how to put the rocket together, or put the poncho on the boy, or her on the stand. Or I liked when they had originally they had all the pieces and the minifigure here and then all the different pieces you could add on to customize your character. That was a really cool thing. I think it's kind of lame how they put instructions in the back of these now, but I know, you know how it is. So now that we've taken a look at that, let's move on to our first character. And character number 1 is going to be the Pinata Boy. He is excellent not only for his Fortnite accessory right here, Pinata. This is a character I've wanted to see in LEGO for a while now because you can have so much fun hanging this from somewhere and having kids run after it to hit it for their birthday, and it's candy spill everywhere. It's very nicely printed and a very nice mold. I can see this appearing as toys and as animals later in the future. Really great to see that here. But for this minifigure specifically, underneath his 2 little cape pieces, he has a plain white torso. I'm going to damage him, so I'm not going to pull him off completely. His accessory is a little stick to hit the pinata with. He's got a very nice printed sombrero here. There's just those little maracas running around the full side. There is no alternate facial expression because it would show through. But what he does have is let's take the hat off, so you know, shadow. He's a very nice smiling expression, and then dark blue short legs. And then his little poncho is printed admirably. I really like the design. It's very colorful. It really comes together to form a great character, and I have no complaints. I mean, I guess it would have been nice to have the torso printed, but I don't know about you, but I'm not, uncovering that ever. So having a torso that's unprinted really doesn't bother me. And I mean, for some people, it would be nice to get a plain white torso. So really, for this character, I'm going to be ranking them all on a scale of 1 to 5. I'm going to give him a solid 4. And if you're feeling for this guy in bag, definitely look for the hat or the little pinata. But I will say, this character, since he has a cape, will have a little foil crinkling sound when you feel the bag, just like Kingsley Shacklebolt. So you can always feel for that too. Our next character is going to be the Breakdancer. She is an excellent accessory right here. I love the little teal blue boombox. Some really nice gold printing. It's a really good accessory. But putting that aside, she also has a jumper piece, so she can be doing her excellent spinning around breakdancing. But let's get rid of that and take a look at just the printing now. The character itself is very cool. I love her coral shirt. It's not a piece we get too often in that color. She also has some really great accessories for her legs, like the printing for the kneecaps and, the boots, the shoes, the little sweatpants in here. It's really cool. I also love the dual molded aspect. The belly shirt's nice, and what really sells it though is her hairpiece. This is a combination of the LEGO ball cap and a pre-existing hairpiece that was used for the mermaid a couple of series ago. I really love that. She does not have an alternate facial expression, but you can see she's got the tank top with the shoulder blades there and some white undershirt showing right there. Very, very good character. Love the hairpiece. Definitely like this girl a lot more than I thought I did. And she does have a little black design in the brim of her hat. Complete with her boombox. This is one of my favorite characters. Definitely going to give her another 4 out of 5 for great accessories. Feeling her, you want to find her really large hairpiece and then her boombox. Failing that, you could also look for the little jumper piece right there. Our next character is going to be the Peas in a Pod girl. I'm a sucker for costume characters, and this food one is no exception. Fits right in with the, the hot dog guy, the birthday cake guy, the corn cob guy. We've gotten a bunch of them over the years. My biggest problem with this figure is that she doesn't have a peas in a pod piece. We've gotten, you know, pizza in Lego before, the pizza guy. We've gotten, you know, corn technically in Lego with the corn guy. I mean, we don't have anything to represent peas in a piece of pod. So it's kind of like, I don't know why she didn't have a new accessory. Like an apple seems kind of lame unless there's going to be an apple guy later on with a peas in the pod accessory. But pulling this off, not her off, pulling her costume off, you can see she's got a little printed bowl right there, smiling expression with some green lipstick on this side, and then kind of a smiling, kind of smirky expression right there. When you're feeling for this character, definitely look for the peas in the pod. There's not too much else to differentiate her. I'm going to rate this character a 3 out of 5. I do love its inclusion. However, the accessory seems really kind of lacking in my opinion. I don't know why she's got an apple. It just doesn't seem right to me, but still a very good character nonetheless. Our fourth character is going to be the Tournament Knight, and I'm going to level with you guys. I don't like his inclusion. We've gotten knights in the collectible minifigure series so much. In fact, series 19, we had the Ghost Knight. I know in the past we had the knight in the black armor. We had the knight in the gray armor. We've had a bunch of them, and this doesn't bring anything new to the table besides the excellent new mold for the sword. I love this. I hope we get it reused. I mean, if it weren't for Grip Hook, I'd say, you know, make this the Sword of Gryffindor. If you don't have that minifigure and you have this one, this could be an excellent Sword of Gryffindor too. You have a great printed shield piece for his Raven, but taking those away, there's nothing else new. Like, it's the same old knight helmet. I don't know if this is exclusive, but it doesn't look like it. We got a little plume there, a nice facial print, but there's no back facial printing. You got the nice kind of like different colored knight, but he's got no armor. He's got a nice belt, some gunmetal arms, dual molded legs, which are nice, but he's still like, he's a knight that doesn't change anything in a revolutionary way. Like if he had a brand new armor piece or something other than, like, really the only thing that sells this character is his sword. And I don't think that's a good thing. So I'm going to have to rate this character a 2 out of 5. Great new accessory, kind of boring inclusion. If you're going to look for him in the bag, I would say feel for the sword and the helmet. That's how I did it. But I really don't expect many people to be feeling for this guy because I don't think he's very popular. Character number 5, I'm also going to harsh on a bit. I feel like she was a cop-out because this minifigure came out either right after or right around the same time Pirates of Barracuda Bay came out. And this hairpiece was reused in that set. And now they're claiming that it was made for this series because at the time, the no new molds for LEGO Idea sets still kind of stood. So it feels like this character was a cop-out just so they could have that hairpiece in that set as well. And don't get me wrong, I do really like this character. Her leg printing is amazing. I love the maroon stripes with the black detail and the gold right there. She's got a really nice kind of belt strewn across, the satchel and everything. She's got I really like the hairpiece with the trifold hat with the ponytail, nice feather plume, good sword. She's got a aggressive expression right there, and then kind of happy one. She's got a chip in her tooth too, and she fits in really well with the Pirates of Barracuda Bay. However, that's my problem. She looks like she came from that set. This doesn't seem like a collectible minifigure. This seems like an extra from that set they just kind of forgot to include. And if this had come out at a different time, maybe like a year before, a year after, I would have been fine. It's a great inclusion. It's a female pirate. We've only gotten a male pirate like once before in the zombie pirate. So this is really cool. But she's almost a carbon copy of the minifigure we got using the same hairpiece in Pirates of Barracuda Bay. I really can't say that name today. So for that reason alone, I'm going to rate her a 2 out of 5. Her hat is really cool. I love the printing. I would ordinarily give her like a 3 or a 4, 3.5, but honestly, she just seems like an extra from that set. If you're feeling for her in bag, feel for the hair. There's 2 swords and 2 feathers, so you can find that easily enough, but still disappointed by her inclusion. All right, character number 6. If you don't want to hear me be really negative, you can skip ahead a couple seconds. I'm just going to say, if you're feeling for this character in bag, find the rocket pieces or the 2x3 tile, and I'm going to rate this character as 0 out of 5. Now, if you're here to hear me being negative, I hate this so much. I hate LEGO NASA with a burning, blazing passion. Now, I'm sure that some of the sets are okay, but my biggest gripe with them is LEGO Ideas and NASA need to be separated. There have been way too many LEGO Ideas space sets, okay, and they're all the same thing. I don't like rocket ships. I don't like everything. So it's very personal here. But I feel that LEGO Ideas should be used to get new ideas, new themes that we aren't getting in LEGO experience there, like Doctor Who, Sesame Street, the old fishing store. We have Big Bang Theory. We have that maze build. We have the birds. We've got sets like the Treehouse, which is excellent build that could have been in creator, but I feel like the LEGO Ideas status elevated a little bit. But we've seen the birth of Adventure Time, we've seen the birth of Minecraft in this theme. And then we have the Saturn Apollo V, we have Woman of NASA, we have the satellite with the ISS space station or whatever. There's tons of, every review, you can't argue with this, every LEGO Ideas review, we get so many space sets in, at least 3 or 4, and they all look the same to me. I don't see the appeal. And then here, in a series that's supposed to be unlicensed, we get NASA. And then what bugs me even more is NASA has its own theme. They've gotten NASA sets that aren't part of LEGO Ideas released at the same time as sets that are LEGO Ideas, with the moon rover and the moon lander and everything. I don't get it. There needs to be a separate space theme, and it can be NASA theme if you want, but it needs to stay out of my collectible minifigure series and out of my LEGO Ideas sets, because these are supposed to be areas where you can get new, wacky figures. We would never get a Power Ranger. We would never get a girl dressed like a llama. Where else would we find a Karate Kid? Or a girl with a peas in a pod costume? Like, these are ideas that would never come in sets. Just like we would never get a full line for Doctor Who, a full line for something like Adventure Time or Sesame Street or anything else, because it's not as popular, but you can get one-off sets for the fans who want it. And NASA just appears everywhere, and it's oversaturating the market. If there's such a demand, make a theme. That's what happened with Minecraft, and that's what has to happen with NASA. This character has some decent leg printing, some decent torso printing. I like the inclusion of Benny's spaceship. I hate this piece, bothers me. The hair hat combo is good. She's got some goggles here, spinning her around. You can see she's got a happy face with no goggles. And I think her hairpiece is black, which is quite nice because I don't think we've gotten that color ponytail before. We got design blueprints for her rocket, but I really just don't like, I feel like I've been way too negative. I feel like I talked about this for way too long. I'm going to toss a timestamp up on screen at the beginning for people who want to skip. But yeah, sorry guys, I just don't like this character. 0 out of 5. All right, back to positivity with character number 7. I'm going to go ahead and right now rate this a 5 out of 5, actually. I love animal suit characters. I'll toss a picture up on screen right now of some of the characters I have. There's a couple missing from this series and other reviews and comparisons I'm doing. However, I find this idea so neat, and I'm really, really bummed I missed out on characters like the gorilla suit guy and the lizard and everything, because this is such a neat idea. We'd never get costumed animals like this anywhere else. And a llama? Like, yes, please. I don't understand the carrot accessory. Do llamas eat carrots? But it doesn't matter because it makes sense. We got some great toe printing. We got a nice stomach. Turning her around, we got the zipper in the back. We got the llama head, and the girl underneath, she got a smiling face here, and an even more smiling face on the other side. And honestly, nothing negative to say. 5 out of 5. When you're feeling for it, feel for the llama hat and then the carrot piece itself. I think there's an extra carrot top, but honestly, this is a great character, and this is what the collectible minifigure series are all about. New ideas that we would never see anywhere else. All right, our next character number 8, is going to be the Viking. Now, there has been a Viking in the collectible minifigure series before, and so I think many of you are assuming I'm going to say, ugh, we've had Vikings before, like with the knight and everything, but this guy is different. We've only had, to my knowledge, 2 Vikings before. A female Viking back in Series 9, and then a male Viking back in, before I started collecting collectible minifigures. So, at least Series, 3 or something, maybe earlier, but it was very, very old, and I never got my hands on it. So the ability to have a Viking like this, especially an accurate Viking, is astonishing, because there are no horns in the helmet, like there should be, there shouldn't be, there should not be horns. We got a really nice dual molded spear, we got a really cool shield, we got a very nice blue cape, which printing continues into the back here, pulling off the helmet, which is, got printing on it, and pulling off all the accessories so we can take a look at underneath. He's got a very bushy beard, a beautiful beard. And then for the face itself, only one-sided, but it's got a very angry expression that you can use for tons of customs. Then a really nice olive green print here with dual molded arms. And, the cape continues down here. We got the, leather satchel and everything. And there's printing on the leg, actually, that continues from that satchel. And continuity here is amazing. I love this figure. Also, a 5 out of 5 for me real quick. And if you're feeling for this guy in the bag, definitely feel for the cape, because it's going to have one of those distinctive bags as well. And you can also feel for the spear. Just don't get it confused with the tracklate spear, because they are a very, very similar piece, although they're not the same, because this one is dual molded and that one is not. Viking has a hole at the top of his hat as well if you want to stick a plume in there or something. Here's the one from the pirate girl. Looks really ridiculous, but you do you guys. Overall though, definitely one of my favorite minifigures in the series. All right, next character, number 9, is going to be the Power Ranger. The Red Warrior. Oops. Honestly, don't know how LEGO got away with this. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love this. I want like a pink one, I want a black one, I want a yellow one. I want multicolors, and that's probably not going to happen. However, I love this. There's such a cool helmet piece here. I love like the V at the front. Some really good arm printing there. Black and gold on the red. And we got some really nice dual molded legs here with some really good printing. Pulling off the helmet, you see we got a very stern, angry face with cheekbones, nothing on the back. Helmet fits on like that. We got one of the Ninjago kind of Earthblade scythes right there. I don't really know what to call it, kind of like energy blade. But this character is going to be a 5 out of 5 for me. I've never seen anything like it before on LEGO, and I doubt we're going to see anything like it again. It's just a unique, fresh take. And I mean, I know it's Power Ranger, but it's a LEGO Power Ranger. We haven't gotten that before. And this is really, really cool. Excellent printing, awesome continuity. It just comes together to make a really smooth, clean-looking character. And I have no complaints here. When you're feeling for this guy in bag, feel for the little staff right here, and then definitely the helmet, because those V's are very, very pronounced. All right, the next character is going to be my favorite in the entire series. I don't know if you guys know this, but I do Taekwondo, and I tested to black belt. Literally, like, I bought this minifigure the day after I tested. So this wasn't just like a minifigure for me. This was like, hey, you're a black belt. You can have yourself as a black belt in Taekwondo with the nunchucks you use in class. So I actually don't display this guy with the rest of my figures. I swapped out the head as part of my sig fig, and I have him kind of sitting next to my belts and everything. You'll see that when I do a room tour. But I love it. Like, this nunchuck piece is amazing. It's on a chain, and it's got that. It's just such a cool piece. I want to see this in more colors and used way more widely in the future. The robes are awesome. We got a little logo there. Some great continuity at the belt, like we see in Ninjago coming down, these white robes. It's got a headband there with a little grinning, and then a really nice grin on the back. He's got Flitwick's hair in black, and then some logo on the back here with the belt going around the side. Really, this is such a good character. Feel for the nunchucks in the bag. It's the only way I can really say to differentiate this guy from other characters. But 5 out of 5, definitely the best character in the series. But, you know, that's truly just my personal bias shining through here. All right, you guys ready for some more personal bias? Because I also do track and field. I'm a jumper, and I love this minifigure because it's like one of the first representations besides that Olympics collectible minifigure series that wasn't available in my country that I've gotten for both my sports in this series. It's really cool. This is a thrower, but you can still repurpose like the legs and the shirt and everything for a runner or a jumper. We got a really nice printed discus, and you can throw that around. We got a spear for the javelin, and then we got a nice gold medal here, which that comes with an extra one. I was able to use that for my custom Doctor Strange, which you guys might see later. I completely tore apart this character, but taking the medal off, you can see the torso here, 0937, but if you turn this upside down, that actually spells out Lego, which I thought was really cool. It's a very nice tank top, runner's top. We got some athletic shorts right there with some nice running shoes branded on the side. It looks like the Adidas logo, although I could be wrong. Then we got the same number on the back, and then the face itself has a sweaty exertion kind of thing going on, and then a smiling like, yes, I won, which is the traditional Lego ponytail. When you're feeling for this guy in the bag, definitely feel for the spear. Make sure you don't mistake her for the Viking, because that's incredibly possible. I know I've done that on 2 occasions, but I always caught myself. And then overall, though, definitely a 4 out of 5, because I think it's a little. They could have done a little bit more for the torso print, I think. I don't know, it felt just like they copied the design onto the back. And the hairpiece is kind of basic, although I get that ponytail tied back for track people. Totally understand that. 4 out of 5, though. Definitely one of my favorite minifigures in the series as well. All right, our next character is going to be character number 12. After this guy, just 4 more to go. We'll be done very soon, I promise. But we have the Diver. Now, I love this character because it's got a bunch of exclusive pieces. Now, we've gotten Divers before in the collectible minifigure series. However, this turtle piece is brand new and adorable. I love him so much. And we got the flower piece right here. But we've also got a wetsuit that's unlike anything we've gotten before. And then the flipper design with the floating piece right here is really inspired. We got the classic, was it Aqua Raiders mask returning, and then pulling that off, so you can see she's got a smiling face here, and then no alternate expression, but she's got some nice like breathing apparatus stuff and the wetsuit vibe. We got dual molded arms and legs, some really nice continuity for the printing and everything. Overall, though, a really good minifigure. Blue flippers too. I've got no complaints here, other than you can't really stand the minifigure up unless you want to put them on the special stand that LEGO provided. And again, for divers, the snorkel mask might not be the best idea. Maybe if that character had an oxygen tank as well, this would be even better. I'm gonna rate it a 4 out of 5 for the awesome turtle accessory, great printing, and just a character that is cool. Like, it's a fresh take on a diver, despite the city diving theme having so many sets. This is a new version of that character. If you want to find this guy in bag, definitely feel for the flippers, the turtle, and the 2 leaf pieces. Alright, and now the character you've all been waiting for. It's the 10th anniversary collectible minifigure character. He represents 10 years of this amazing theme. It's literally just the exact same character from the 40-year minifigure series, holding a 10-year title. I'm kind of disappointed. I was hoping for something more, but we got the Bricksuit guy in green, which I don't think was even one of the starting colors for Lego. Like red and blue were, last time. But great hairpiece, smiling expression right here, spinning him around. We got no alternate expression. He's literally just got plain green legs and the whole brick thing. And this very nice shiny tile, which matches the background for the bag and everything. It's got the shining silver, so it's quite nice there. However, don't get me wrong, I like this character. 3 out of 5. It's a rehash of the character you saw before, but in a new color. They mesh well together and everything. His accessory is nice. It's just, that's it. You're not going to give us like a whole special series, really exclusive characters, maybe like something akin to the 40 years of minifigure party kind of thing, but still a good character, and I'm trying not to be too harsh on it because it's the only thing we get, and we get what we get. Oh, one more thing, sorry guys, if you want to feel this guy in bag, just feel for the brick. It's really easy and very large. All right, 3 more characters. Here, I'm not a music person, but I've been told that the keyboard is printed wrong, in which case that automatically lowers this guy from like a 3 to a 2. He's not great. He's not great. He's got a rehash of the Luke hair. I think he would have benefited from black hair, matching the rockers 90 vibe, like the keyboard guy. I don't like the color. He's got a very nice facial expression, kind of smiling, cheekbones and everything. He's got the, yeah, rock out, let's go kind of vibe on the back. Pulling away it's a great piece for the keyboard, but if it's printed wrong, what? He's got some very nice pink legs. I do like the belt and everything, and it's nice to get pants in pink. He's got a very nice jacket with the lightning bolt there, some really good like zippers and folded back vibes going on. And he's got the tour with the city and everything. It's a really nice jacket, but honestly, that's about it. It doesn't really bring much to the table other than like a city minifigure would. So I'm just gonna have to say like a 2 out of 5. Because especially because it messed up the main draw of the accessory, which is actually how you find this guy in bag if you're looking for him. Just feel for the keyboard. I almost said Kitana, that's not it. It's from Union Chaga Wave. And then feel for the hairpiece if you aren't sure yet. All right, our next character, I'm going to say right up the bat, is going to be like a 2 out of 5. Doesn't bring much to the table other than this really cute bunny accessory, which seems to be just like a upgraded bear mold. She got Hermione's hairpiece in blonde. She's got a smiling girl expression that it looks like we've seen before. No expression on the back, just bunny pajamas, plain pink legs. Arm printing is really, really nice. I didn't actually notice that until now. But really, it's just the torso and the bunny. Everything else is kind of meh. The character itself is meh. It's a cool idea, but I feel like it's overshadowed by some of the better characters in the series. So definitely a nice character. It's good for children who want to like get themselves in Lego. It's a nice parts character, but it doesn't really bring too much to the table. If you want to feel for this character in the bag, you're going to want to feel for the hairpiece and the bunny rabbit. The ears are very distinctive, so it's very easy to feel that. All right, and our final character is going to be Drone Boy. He's going to easily be a 4 out of 10 simply for his awesome accessories. I like his face, determination with a band-aid, like he got hit by his own drone. Nice blue hat. He's got a shirt that's a reference to the monorail Lego set. A really nice printed control panel. And the drone itself with the balloon, like the clown propeller piece, originated not one of those, I think, fairground sets or something. I have no idea. New exclusive piece for the drone and everything. And this kind of can fly around and do what it does. And it's really, really cool. Plain jeans, no printing for the character itself. A little disappointing, no back facial printing. He does have a hood piece and some like lining for the bottom of his torso. But really, just for the drone itself, this is so cool. Like, this is such a cool idea for people who like drone and everything. They can have their hobby in Lego. Honestly, there's no complaints, but there's, other than the drone, there's nothing that's like, yes, this minifigure. So like most of the series, it's kind of a meh for me. But now let's move on to the final verdict. All right, now overall for a collectible minifigure series, I'd rate this a solid B. There's some standout figures, there's some meh figures, and there's a couple like really figures. But overall, it's not bad, and there's something here for everyone. But when you look at this as the 20th minifigure series, 10th anniversary, let's go, it's kind of like, what? Like, there's too much meh here. Like, this girl is meh. The rocker is meh. The pirate girl is meh. Like, the knight, meh. The diver, meh. The drone boy, meh. Like, we've seen variants of these characters before. We've seen ideas that are similar to this. There's nothing besides, like the Taekwondo, we've seen a karate person before. We've seen athletes before. We've seen like NASA people before. We've seen a street dancer before. Like, it seems like they've kind of run out of ideas. And I know there's a rumor going around that there's going to be only 12 minifigures in a series, and that makes sense. Because when you look at this, I'm sure if I tried hard enough, I could go back through just the non-licensed collectible minifigure series and find characters that like match these guys up almost perfectly that have appeared in the past. And now, that's not necessarily a bad thing, because none of the characters are too similar. However, the repetition for a series that's supposed to be an anniversary series is a little rough. But cutting that aside, I think this is a very respectable series. There's something here for everyone, whether you're historical or futuristic, or you like the sea, or, you know, you like technology, you like warriors, you like little kids, you like Taekwondo sports, you like costume people. Like, there's something here for everyone. And that's what a minifigure series should be. I like the diversity. I do like the character selection. I just think there's a little bit of a meh vibe going on here that I haven't really noticed in some of the more, you know, exemplary collectible minifigure series. But that's just my thoughts. Make sure to let me know which character is your favorite in the comments down below. Tell me how you like this review, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you all so much for watching, and have a fantastic day.